So if you're thinking about going on your first international trip, you're gonna wanna watch this video because in this video, we're gonna go over some common pitfalls that most international travelers make on their first time. So we recognize that traveling in general is stressful, but going to a foreign country can add that bit of stress that makes things a bit uncomfortable. So we here at the Adventure Buddies want to make sure that we make travel stress-free and more enjoyable. And so that's why we're going to break down some of the common pitfalls so you don't have to make them on your next trip. So without further ado, cue the intro and let's get into it.
What's up YouTube? Trevi from the Adventure Buddies, the modern travel family, bringing you another video filled with tips, tricks, and inspiration to make sure you maximize your next family adventure like we always do here at the Adventure Buddies.
So let's dive right in talking about some of the basics to your passport. So if there's one thing that you take away from this video, make sure that it's this. So make sure that you check your passport. Not only make sure that it hasn't expired, but make sure that you have at least 6 months before that expiration date by the time you come home from your return flight. So sometimes countries won't even let you in the country if you're too close to that expiration date. While you're at it, make sure you also do your due diligence and research the visas and the visa requirement for that particular country if they have a visa at all, because some require you to apply for a visa several weeks in advance, so don't just wait to the last minute. Another quick tip about your passport and or any other physical documents is just make sure you have a physical and or digital copy of the passport, the visa, and any other important documents, because you would hate to lose that, and that copy could serve as a backup to help you get home safely. Let us know down in the comments below if you've ever had a close call with your passport. So next, let's talk about how you can expedite some of those airport procedures and or long lines. And so the first tip that we give you is make sure you check out global entry. So global entry is going to be a process that's going to have multiple benefits. The first benefit is going to get you in through the US Customs integrations much quicker than any of the other lines. Plus, it's going to give you TSA pre-check to get through the long screening process in a smooth, orderly fashion. So if you want a full detailed video on global entry, click the link above here. However, if you're not able to commit or you're unsure about global entry because maybe you're not going to go on a ton of international trips, well, we highly recommend you downloading the free, yes I say free, mobile passport app. So this app is going to get you just as close as global entry and nearly as fast through US Customs integrations, plus it is free to download. This is probably one of our most used tips and one that we're surprised not many people know about. And so if you want a video just on that app, particularly how to use it, click the link above here. So next, let's talk about how to manage currency exchanges wisely while on an international trip. So the big one here, don't use the airport currency exchange counters. Yes, they may be convenient, but they're known for giving you terrible rates and are also riddled with hidden fees. Instead, withdraw your cash from a local bank at an ATM once you land. So you're gonna save money and most times you're gonna get a better exchange rate. Also, a pro tip here, let your bank know that you're traveling to avoid having your card blocked. The last thing you wanna do is be in a foreign country with a frozen account. And so if you want more detailed tips on how to save money while traveling abroad, we've got you covered in this extensive video linked above here. So again, check out our creative currency savings tips linked above here. Then the fourth thing that you need to be aware of when traveling internationally is how to stay connected and informed. So staying connected is super important, especially when you're in a new country. So again, you're gonna wanna look into an international phone plan before you go, whether it's with your current provider or maybe consider getting a local SIM card for cheaper data rates. So that's primarily to make sure one, you stay connected, but two, you don't get hit with these hidden roaming fees and come back to a phone bill that is astronomical. So another great tip to stay informed is enrolling in the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program or STEP. So if you are a US citizen. So it's gonna keep you updated on all safety alerts and let the embassy know where you are in case of emergencies. Then next, let's talk about packing. So when it comes to packing, less is always more. So make sure you bring your essentials like universal adapters, medications, and weather appropriate clothing. And a pro tip here, remember that different airlines, and particularly those international airlines, have different baggage policies, so double check to avoid the surprise fees. So the biggest one you're gonna get is they're gonna have different size and or weight requirements. So pro tip though, if you are trying to maximize space inside your luggage, if you wanna do just carry-on luggage, that is our biggest tip. Try rolling your clothes up, stuffing them in your shoes to get maximum space out of your suitcase. So there you guys have it, 5 categories that we feel you need to know that are going to make you successful in your first international travel trip to make sure that that trip is stress-free and goes as smooth as possible. So if you like this video, please consider giving us that thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button for more travel tips and adventures, and most importantly, remember, life's an adventure. Who are you going on?